Okay, so today I'm going to go through the attachments on the M4A1 and show you what I think the best attachments are. I've been absolutely loving the M4A1. I think it's a super strong gun. I ranked it in the S tier on my recent tier list of the different guns in Battlefield 6. I think it has a super high rate of fire. Its damage is really, really solid. It has super good damage over range. I think it's just really amazing. It's basically a laser beam until you get like to the last few bullets in your magazine. So if you haven't used the M4 yet, you definitely should. I think it's better than most of the starting assault rifles, and it's definitely one of the guns that I've had the most fun with in Battlefield 6 so far. So let's get right into it, starting with the muzzle device. I have been running suppressors pretty much on every single gun that has them available. You can definitely run the compensator if you want, but honestly, it doesn't really feel like you get that much more control from it. It doesn't really have much more recoil, and the suppressor really is nice for making it so other people don't know where you're shooting from, especially if you're going on long flanks. I like to play the recon, put down my respawn beacon in sort of like a weird corner behind them, and then just going killing sprees and kill as many of the enemy team as I can, clearing off points for my team to push up. I like playing breakthrough the most personally, just because you don't have people going through and like back capping too much on you. I find it more fun than conquest. So anyways, you can get a little bit better recoil control with the compensated break, but with the M4 I don't think it's really necessary, and the suppressor feels super good, and it actually looks pretty cool as well. So moving on from there, on the barrel, these pretty much only affect like aiming speed and then some hip fire stuff and then projectile velocity. I think projectile velocity is super important, more important than the aiming speed and hip fire. I don't really hip fire much in this game. And if you do want to hip fire, you honestly could get most of that from using a laser, like most of the buffs that you need. So I would suggest using the 14.5 inch carbine barrel. You get the extra projectile speed. It's actually a pretty big difference. It's like like 1.5% better or 50% better. So anyways, I would go with that barrel. Moving on from there, we'll come back to the underbarrel because I choose, or no, never mind. So the underbarrel, the 6H64, we get the enhanced recoil control at the cost of handling when aiming. This is the best one. It gives you the most recoil control. As you can see, 47, both of the other ones go down. You don't really lose that much mobility. I don't think it really matters. So moving on from there, for the magazine, generally I would say the 40 round fast mag, but if you choose this, you won't have enough points for all the different selections. So we're going to go with the 36 round mag. It's still super good. You're only losing out on 4 bullets, and yeah, that might kill like one extra person, but it's worth it because of the upgraded bullet type that we're going to run with. So anyways, we will run it with the 36 round magazine. Having the extra 6 bullets over the 30 round mag can make a pretty nice difference. However, if you'd like rather run a laser or something like that, if you hip fire a lot, you could do that instead and just run with the standard 30 round magazine. That would be just fine as well. Yeah, so like the laser up here, you could just run with the 10 milliwatt green laser and save the extra 10 points from this 36 round mag. Again, it's up to you. I don't like lasers. I feel like they give away your position. Of course, you could turn them on and off, but it's just sort of a pain, so I haven't been doing that. And then for your bullets, you could run the tungsten cores. However, the soft point actually give you improved headshot damage, which I think is super nice. It's 1.7 instead of 1.35. So I've been running with the soft point. It does make headshots feel really good. If you're not getting headshots, obviously it doesn't actually help you out very much. So it's definitely important to get headshots if you're going to run this ammo. But if you do, it's definitely super nice to have. Then moving on from there, I don't believe that we need to equip anything in ergonomics. If you wanted to, you could run with this one, but we're not going to have the points for it. So anyways, I guess we might have points for this one, but no, we're not because of our scope. So anyways, moving on to the scope, I either like the Prism or the 3x the BF2M. It's sort of personal preference. I do think that like the Prism's probably the best one. Unlike Call of Duty, when you have like a scope that's like more magnified, it doesn't take a long time to zoom in. So it's definitely worth using like a 2.5x scope over like say the holographic sight. I think it's just a lot more clean. We can take this to the firing range and I'll show you how clean it looks. Like this sight picture is just absolutely gorgeous. I love just the single red dot with the lines going up to it. And as you can see, this gun is just super accurate. Even at range, it'll let us beam these guys down. And the far one's a little bit rough, but the bloom makes it take a few shots, but it's not too bad. And then like, you know, if you're laying down or whatever, it's also super nice. So the gun feels great. We can change the scope. I'll just show you what the 3x looks like. It is like a little bit weirder. It feels a lot more zoomed in just because of how the scope is. But I do like the 3 times. And I think like especially on some maps, the 3 times is a lot more necessary than the 2 times. And it does actually feel like just shooting it now, it does feel a little bit easier to hit everything. So the 3 times might be better. I think I might like it a little bit better than the 2.5 ones. It just looks a little bit cleaner. But yeah, anyways, that's the scopes. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the different attachments as well. Again, you could switch this off to just the 30 round mag and then run with like the 5 mil laser. And then if we go like to the firing range again, as you can see, then we have the laser, and you can turn it on and off with T. So it doesn't like always have to give it away. Just depends if you're willing to like actually adjust that. And then as you can see, like the hip fire is like not too bad. It's a little bit rough. It's not great. But you know, it's not the worst hip firing in the world. But it's not. I don't know. Because the aim down sights is so quick in this game, I don't really see the point in hip firing. So anyways, those are the attachments for the M4A1. If you enjoy using this gun, let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you use any different attachments from what I'm using. And yeah, I'll have some clips of me using this gun coming right up. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.